I used to look like I had money, but I was £27,000 in debt. Always out, always shopping, always treating myself. And the scary part is, it didn't even feel wrong. From the outside, I looked good, but behind the scenes, I was broke. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't building wealth, I was performing it. So I stopped trying to look rich and started building real wealth instead. And the habits that got me there, honestly, they made me look poor, but they gave me something I never had before: peace, control, and real financial security. So in this video, I'm sharing 7 habits that made me look poor on the outside, but will completely change your life if you stick with them. Let's get into it. Habit number 1, I stopped caring what people think. This one changed everything, because before this, most of my spending wasn't even about me. It was about how I looked to other people. If something was trending, I wanted it. If everyone was going to a certain spot, I felt like I had to go too. And I didn't even question it. I just thought, this is normal. But normal is expensive. Because trends don't stop. There's always a new outfit, a new restaurant to try, a new place to be seen. And I was constantly trying to keep up, even when I couldn't afford it. So eventually, I had to be honest with myself. I stopped asking, how does this make me look? And started asking, do I actually want this? And that question changed everything, because a lot of the time, the answer was no. Over time, I started spending less without feeling restricted, because I wasn't cutting back. I was just being true to myself. And this is when I stopped trying to look rich for other people and started building a life that actually feels rich to me. And once I stopped spending to impress people, this next habit became automatic. Habit number 2, I stopped constant shopping. I used to shop all the time without even thinking. I'd get paid on Friday, and by Sunday, I'd already bought something new. New outfit for dinner, something random from Zara, a treat because I had a long week. And in my head, it didn't feel like a problem. I was like, it's only £20, I deserve it. But those £20, they added up fast. And the worst part is, half the stuff I bought, I barely wore it. I'd wear it once and then completely forget about it. That's when I realized I wasn't shopping because I needed things. I was trying to keep up appearances. So I stopped shopping as a habit. Now, if I want something, I wait at least 48 hours and I ask myself, can I wear this thing at least 3 different ways? If not, I leave it. This means I spend less, but I actually like the pieces I own because now it's my style, not trends. But this next one, this is where I was losing money every single week without even realizing. Habit number 3, I stopped saying yes to everything. I used to say yes to everything: brunch, dinner, birthdays, last minute plans. The truth is, I didn't want to be the one saying no because in my head I thought, what if I miss out? But every time I said yes to social plans, my bank account felt it. And I didn't even realize how much it was costing me until I actually looked. £30 here, £50 there, £200 gone before I was even halfway through the month. That reality was a real wake-up call because it wasn't one big expense, it was loads of small ones. And that's what actually shocked me the most. I wasn't going broke from one bad decision, I was going broke from habits that felt normal. So I started saying no. Not to everything, but to anything that pulled me away from my goals. I became a lot more intentional with my time and money. So I still see my friends, but I choose what actually matters. And sometimes I even suggest cheaper options like cooking dinner at home or going for a coffee instead. I spend less, but my relationships actually feel more meaningful because now it's about connection, not consumption. And just to be clear, none of this is about never spending money. I still go out, I still buy things, but now I do it on purpose, not by default. And that one shift alone can change everything. Now, this next habit is one of the biggest silent money drains. Habit number 4, I started cooking more at home. Food is one of the easiest ways for me to lose money without noticing. Takeaways because I was tired, lunch from the canteen because I didn't prepare anything. And again, it didn't feel like a big deal. I was like, it's only £15, I'll cook tomorrow. But I never did. And before I knew it, I was spending £25 to £30 a day. And over a month, that added up to hundreds of pounds. But the scary part is, I was doing this out of habit, not for enjoyment. Half the time, I didn't even enjoy the food. So I stopped leaving food decisions to how I felt in the moment and finally put a system in place. I started planning my meals, I grocery shop weekly, and I cook more at home. I still eat out, but it's a planned decision now, not an impulsive one. And once I did this, I noticed my spending drop massively without feeling restricted. And this next one, this is what actually created the money I was able to save. Habit number 5, I stopped upgrading my lifestyle. For a long time, every time I earned more, I spent more. If I got a pay rise, I upgraded my lifestyle. If I got a bonus, I spent it. I bought new clothes, I ate at fancier restaurants. It felt like progress. I mean, I looked the part. But financially, I was stuck. Because no matter how much I earned, I adjusted my lifestyle to match it. So there was never anything left over. Once I realized this, I made a decision. I stopped upgrading my lifestyle every time my income increased. I kept my lifestyle the same and increased my savings instead. That gap between what I earned and what I spent, that's where my wealth actually started. That's what allowed me to pay off debt and build real savings, because your income doesn't build wealth, your gap does. And this next one made everything finally feel stable. Habit number 6, I started living below my means. I used to spend more than I earned, and that's a stressful place to be, because when your lifestyle costs more than your income, you're stuck in a constant cycle of getting paid, overspending, and being broke. Eventually, I got real with myself. I was living above my pay grade. So I made a decision to live below my means, even when I didn't have to. Not because I couldn't afford more, but because I'm building something bigger. This gave me stability and breathing room, because for the first time, I wasn't stressed every time I checked my bank account. This allowed me to save, invest, and create real financial security. And more importantly, it gave me peace, something money can't fake. And this next habit is the one that made everything actually work long term. Habit number 7, I built a simple money system. For years, I avoided looking at my money because deep down, I knew I wouldn't like what I saw. Money would hit my account on payday and I'd think, great, I'm up, and just spend it. No plan, no structure. And that's exactly how I ended up in debt. So I finally put a system in place. Once I got serious about improving my finances, I built something simple but consistent. I created a budget, I tracked my spending, and I made a clear plan to reach my goals. And yes, it felt uncomfortable at first because it forced me to face where my money was really going, but it gave me something I never had before: clarity. I knew exactly where my money was going, what I had left, and what I could build. It's not exciting, but it works. So if you take anything from this video, let it be this. It's not about looking rich. It's about building a life that actually feels rich. These habits might not look impressive on the outside, but they're the reason that I paid off £27,000 of debt, saved over £50,000, and finally feel in control of my money. Looking rich is easy. Anyone can spend money. Anyone can keep up appearances. But real wealth is quiet. It's intentional. It's built behind the scenes. It's choosing long-term peace over short-term validation. So if looking poor today means I never have to stress about money tomorrow, I'll choose it every single time. And if you're ready to take control of your money, watch this video next where I break down the habits that are keeping you broke. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.